EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Blues of San Antonio. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Again, Cunningham here on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Stroud to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
For a guy still in his 2nd year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend. That's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence of his teammates as well. But as he said after the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Duckworth. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won in 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense set to go. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? They're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball. Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That's going to be caught by Moss. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shoves him aside, down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4, they could still get a first down without scoring. Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 2nd down now. It's Black, and they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, the whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
2nd and 10, here's Stroud. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Stroud on 3rd down now. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Duckworth. That is incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
From the gun on 3rd down. Duckworth. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake. Duckworth. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a one-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They go with Cunningham to about the 35, second down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Now a 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. The throw over the middle taken in. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
First down, Green Bay.
Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On first down, Black. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That's a gain of 14.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a
touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Bruins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 15 now. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cunningham. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage is in lockdown mode everywhere.
That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Again, it's Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They run with Cunningham. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the 1st half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On 1st and 10, Duckworth. He finds his man, complete. That's Cunningham. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Black. Shoves him aside. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Duckworth. And his throw here is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this this one incomplete as well. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a better...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On first down, Duckworth. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Black. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the nest there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Duckworth. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Duckworth. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Blues continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Now the Packers get set to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Stroud now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cunningham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
First down, Green Bay.
Here's Cunningham. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Duckworth got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Duckworth. He finds his man. Complete. That's Cunningham. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man. Complete. It's Cunningham. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Duckworth. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Duckworth over the middle, complete. It's Cunningham. Yeah, he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Duckworth. He finds his man. Complete. It's Cunningham. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. The Cowboys needed a big win, and they got it, as the victory gives them a final mark of 11-6 on the year.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road that maybe home.
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. Duckworth. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Duckworth. He finds his man. Complete. It's Cunningham. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Merritt. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Merritt. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And he will find his man on the outside. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They'll send Moss in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Stroud looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable able to pick up the first. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Duckworth. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Duckworth throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cunningham. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd down and a yard.
Back to throw again.
Batted at the line, but he still brought it in.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Merritt trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Merritt, and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Duckworth working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Merritt, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Packers' 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. Duckworth throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cunningham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll try again.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Blues have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. They'll run on 1st down. Cunningham. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Stroud. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. On 2nd down, Merritt. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Merritt. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Duckworth. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, Barton, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Looking to throw. Duckworth. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Blues are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here.
And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
The throwing again is Stroud.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Now Stroud.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you drop.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you use the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Take it at the 37. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. Back out comes San Antonio.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 75 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Graves. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw. Duckworth. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. On first down, here's Stroud. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Stroud now on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down, Packers.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And Stroud now to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Cunningham. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Graves. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Graves. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @